Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the Gateway to the West. More specifically, we are in St. Louis, Missouri, and it is our final day in St. Louis. The Transworld convention has wrapped up, has left town. I decided to stick around for one extra day to enjoy some of the non-horror related attractions here in the city. So we're going to head out onto the street and see what there is to be seen. So please follow me. And here is the view outside of my hotel window. You can see the Mississippi River from here. A horseshoe, I think that's a casino. And over here, that's the America Center. That's the dome connected to the America Center. So I'm very, very close to Trans. It's been so nice staying here. Just a few blocks away from the main entrance. Yeah, I really like when I come to St. Louis. I do prefer to stay in the city so that I can walk to everything. Everything's close by for Transworld weekend. It's been a good stay here, although one of the elevators broke down during the weekend, and then this hotel was full of haunters, so a long wait to get up to the 10th floor here. Been staying at the Hampton Inn, like I said. Love how close it is to the convention center. Just a quick walk down to Transworld. Been walking past this statue all week. It is a bear versus a bull. So I think that is related to the financial markets in some way. I know there's a bear market and a bull market. Don't ask me what the two actually mean, but yeah, they're engaged in actual mortal combat there. Let's see if the bear being gored. I think the horns are missing. Well, who would win in a battle, the bear or the bull? I'm almost gonna side with the bull. Those horns are nothing to mess with. Of course, you can't count out a grizzly bear with those sharp claws there. The grizzly bear has more maneuverability. Probably if he's able to get on the back of the bull, he would have a good chance. Actually, see the other, it actually looks like he's holding it back, narrowly dodging those horns. So leave a comment in the comment section, who would win in this epic battle? So come down here to the Federal Reserve Bank here in Missouri, and I think we're going to be invoking the EM rule, because inside the Federal Reserve Bank is the Economy Museum. And apparently they have a new gold bar exhibit. Although what I haven't quite figured out is why here on the Federal Reserve Bank you have the state seal of Tennessee. And like a lot of the museums here in St. Louis, the Economy Museum is free. Okay, Economy Museum is open. Use intercom for entry.
Law enforcement.
I was just wanting to see the museum.
Alright. On your entry, you have to put your camera up.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Just walked into this room and something started happening. Oh, there's like projections up there.
Prices rose at their fastest rate.
Stocks began trading this morning in record territory.
Decision to shift to a more aggressive course of action. The U.S. economy has improved in every part of the country this spring.
Turning to the economy, encouraging jobs numbers have...
The economy. We hear about it every day. But what's really driving the economy?
Okay, so we have made it inside the Economy Museum. The museum is actually inside the federal banking building, and when you checked it, there's like a security at the beginning because it is the actual banking building. So they have you go through like a metal detector. You're not allowed to film up at the front part, but then they give you your little sticker there, and you're welcome to come back here to the Economy Museum. Now this does explain a little bit why it said Tennessee on the building. These are the 12 Federal Reserve districts. And I'll warn you guys now, I may not be the best person to explain all this, but the different banking districts from the federal bank, and we are in the 8H district, so that includes parts of Indiana, parts of Kentucky, parts of Tennessee, all of Arkansas, and then parts of these other states. I must warn you guys, I did very poorly in my economics class in high school. I don't really understand how money works. I guess that we're at the right place though to learn about the economy. You see the stock market ticker up there. Here's some economic advice. There's no such thing as a free lunch. See the picnic basket sitting out in the field. I guess Yogi Bear thought that there was such thing as a free lunch. Okay. What will I do this week? I'll use transportation. How does transportation affect the economy? Adjusted for inflation, the average U.S. domestic round-trip airfare has decreased from $533 in 2000 to $307 in 2021. I didn't know that. Airplane tickets have gone down in price. It's very interesting. Yeah, this only opened in 2014, so kind of a slick, high-tech type museum. What do you want to spend your money on? Couch, car, savings, lottery. I'm going to be responsible. Let's go with savings. Aunt Stacy always says you should save for the future, but you're only 15 years old and you don't have a lot of money. These money towers here show the current value of U.S. denomination circulating in the market. So I guess what this means is there are in $20 bills there is I don't even know how to say that number. That would be $233 trillion in $20 bills. And that's how many $1 bills in that value of money. I don't know how to say that out loud. All right, guess we're heading into the vault. The Fed shreds. So it talks about how they take money out of circulation, shred the money, and here is a tower of shredded money. And it tells how much each level of feet is worth. 4 feet is $160,000. 5 feet is $200,000. So yeah, that's 8 feet up there, $32,000. So if you got a hold of this, got some tape and a whole bunch of patience, you make yourself a lot of money. This is the art of cash here. You can see these, see this money from other countries. And you know what? Why in the other countries? Why is their money so much more colorful than ours? Ours is all green. These are all sorts of vibrant colors. It's the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. There's a Tongan dollar. It's a Guyana $100 bill. This is about hyperinflation. So when money becomes inflated at a ridiculous amount, they're forced to print insanely high levels of currency because their dollar is so unvaluable. Here is a $100 trillion bill from the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. Oh my gosh. It was a $50 trillion bill from Zimbabwe. I don't think this is good when this happens to your money. Here we can design our own cash. Let's see how this works. Select your bill. And there we go. 100 carpet bucks. Here is ancient money. As the Aztecs used axe heads as money. The Chinese used knife money. That seems dangerous. Oh yeah, look at all these cuneiform tablets, some of the earliest money in the world. And some very, very early U.S. money. There's the $7 bill. We don't got that anymore. These are high denomination bills used in the U.S. Apparently these are all discontinued. It said they were mostly used for kind of transaction between banks and government. But in the end, there was no real reason to have these printed out in such large amounts. And, you know, you don't want to run the risk of someone counterfeiting something this large. There's the $500 bill. And, yeah, oh my gosh, look at these. I don't think I've ever seen these before. $10,000 note, $5,000, $1,000 note. Here's the infamous gold bar. Reach in and try to lift it. Is it heavy? I guess we slide our hand in there. Oh, it's encased. It's encased in like plastic. Oh my god. Okay, so it's basically almost too heavy to even lift. Oh my gosh. I didn't know gold bars were this heavy. I wonder if you're able to get it out, can you keep it? I don't know what the rules of this game are. Yeah, that's not coming out of there. Oh my gosh. Wow. And here are the containers used to store money here at the federal bank. Yeah, that is a lot of $1 bills there. And it says, okay, it says how much money is stored in here with these different denominations. So this is all $1 bills. Let's see how much is in here. Oh, over $500,000. What's the deal with all these banking rules? Yeah, why all the rules? Why do they have to be so strict about everything? I guess this is represented by this big Jenga tower here. I guess if one little rule gets removed, the whole thing comes crashing down. And there it is, the mighty penny. The Lincoln penny. Talk about some interesting facts here about the penny. Penny debuted in 1792, but it had the Statue of Liberty on it. And it wasn't until 1909 that Lincoln was added to the penny. He was the first president ever put on a piece of money in the United States. So, R.I.P. American penny, 1792 to 2025. And just imagine the pressed penny machine you would need to press this penny right here. Oh, let's go over here. We exit through the gift shop. You see the Economy Museum mugs. Get yourself an Economy Museum t-shirt and some souvenir enlarged coins. I guess you don't press pennies here, you make them bigger. You get an Economy Museum sock, Economy Museum Christmas ornament, even an Economy Museum slinky. You can even take home a little bit of that shredded money. And this is what $1 million in ones look like. We saw the $500,000. Here's the giant 1 cube. Some definite fun to be had inside the Economy Museum, inside the Federal Bank building. And no, I do not understand federal banking very well, but I'm sure someone else out there does. So if you understand federal banking, leave a comment in the comments section. But yeah, a lot of fun in there. You can pick up a gold brick. You can hang out with $1 million. You can see a giant penny. So fun to be had. But let's see what else fun there is to be had here in St. Louis. And as we walk out of the Economy Museum, we can see that arch. So I love to visit the arch every time I'm here in St. Louis. Let's go walk over to the Gateway Arch Park. Now, the old courthouse here is also part of the National Park, but that is closed for renovations. You cannot tour it right now. But you see that the arch right there across the street. And yes, the Gateway Arch is a national park. I know it's not traditionally what we think of when we think of national parks. Think of places like Great Smoky Mountains or Yellowstone. But yeah, this is one of the smaller national parks. A national park right on the edge of a major city. Yeah, it's interesting how the park is laid out. You got that giant arch right there, but you actually enter underground right here. They have like a little entrance area made into the side of the hill. So we are head over there. We'll just head right in. It just impresses me so much every time I see it. Just the sheer size of this thing. If you look up there at the top of the arch, you can see there is the viewing area. There you can see the tiny little windows up there. But let's head underground. Until I showed up at the arch for the first time, I didn't realize that it was a ride. You could ride it to the top. Here is one of those capsules. And this, I think they put this out here just so you can get accustomed to kind of how small it is. So you do kind of have to squeeze in to the pod. And yeah, if I sit all the way back, I'm like hunched over because that's how small it is. Although I did hear that Shaquille O'Neal rode in one of these. So yeah, it just depends on how many people are crammed in here at once. That big map of the U.S. with all the rivers. Got my ticket to the top. It's normally $17, but I actually got $2 off because of my America the Beautiful National Park Pass. So you can get a little discount here if you have that National Park Pass. So our tram tour is only in about 5 minutes. We probably need to head straight over to the elevator. And they do have a replica of the very top of the arch right here. And I think you go in here, you can actually see a live feed from the top. So if you don't want to pay the $17 to see the top, you could just go in this replica of the top and view a live video feed of what's going on down there. We'll be taking the North Tram to the top. And look at this. So far, I'm the only one waiting here, so I may possibly have the entire arch to myself. Okay, so I didn't get the whole arch to myself. I have about 3 people joined us, but I will be riding in tram number 1. Getting a sneak peek here through this window. You can actually see the pods coming down. Oh, I've never seen them from this angle before. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Super cool.
All right, folks, welcome back. Please make your way up.
Here we go.
Have a good time, guys.
And here we go. Got the whole tram to myself, of course. I would have had the whole arch to myself, but then they let a few people come on that were I guess scheduled for the next tour that were there earlier. So yeah, the 3 people though should have once we get to the top, should have more of an opportunity to actually look at the look at that. You can see the maintenance shop there. Yeah, once we get to the top, we should have easier time getting views because there's only 3 people, or 4 people total in this group. The last group was completely packed. All the pods were completely jam-packed with people. And you know what? It's nice just being able to get a pod to myself. The first time I ever rode in one of these pods, they put me in here with strangers, so I was all like knees pressed. There was a whole family in here with me. I was the only person here not a member of that family, so you get a little cozy with strangers. So I'm not going to complain anytime I can get the pod to myself. See us traveling to the top. Our guide, who is saying that this is the second tallest man-made structure in the world. Said the Eiffel Tower is taller. He said this is the tallest in the United States. That old windy staircase. The guide said it takes, from walking to the top, he said it takes 30 minutes to walk down the stairs. Yikes. Yeah, he said that the mechanism actually worked kind of like a Ferris wheel, where you're always kind of hanging. It's a combination of an elevator and a Ferris wheel. Okay, I think these are the backs of the doors. Should be getting pretty close to the top. I'm in tram number 1, so I will be the highest car. I'll have to walk up the least amount of stairs. Got to find our doorway here. Oh, are we here? Oh, there it is. It's got to open, right? There we go.
Welcome to the arch. We're going out of the doors and heading up the stairs. Up this way.
Oh yeah, just a few stairs.
You make your way up the stairs, keep it on your feet. Some of those stairs are running.
Oh, look at this. There's hardly anyone up here. Normally it's just absolutely crowded. I've never seen the top of the arch this empty. Wow. So let's take a peek. Peek down at the Mississippi River. See, that's where the boats leave from. There's the helicopter pad right there. I don't see a helicopter on the pad there for today. I was thinking maybe I had to take the helicopter. Never done it before, so if they had it today, I was thinking about going for a ride. You can check that out, but I don't know. I don't see the helicopter unless it's out on a flight. But I have taken that river cruise there a couple times. Really nice cruise. And look across the river into Illinois. Yeah, this is wild. I got so lucky here, getting up here at the top of the arch while no one else is up here. See the old courthouse there, directly in front of us. The wonderful city of St. Louis. Oh yeah, over there you can see the dome for the America Center, where I've spent most this weekend. And there is my hotel. That's where I've been staying. I don't have a view of the arch, but the arch has a view of me. You see Busch Stadium over there. One day I'd like to come up here in the arch while they're having a baseball game and to see what it looks like from up here. Down there you can see kind of the entrance point, the little hobbit hole in the ground. That Old Man River. That's the Gateway Geyser there on the Illinois side. I think it's supposed to be like a fountain, though it doesn't look like it's spraying in the air. Maybe it just doesn't do that this time of year.
It was the big box that...
Oh, that is all of the screens and everything.
When you get your car, just stand on the right foot on top of the yellow.
Time to go down.
Watch your step here.
Well, from top of the arch, folks, on the left out of those doors.
Back in our capsule. So that was a special treat. Like I said, every time I've been up there, it's been crowded. You have to wait. If you want to look at an individual window, you have to wait in line. You only get, I think, about like 8 minutes up there. So, you know, a lot of times you're like kind of scrambling, trying to get some views, get some pictures. But that was amazing. Only having a couple other people up there with me, just seeing, like walking there and just seeing the top empty. That was a cool experience. Yep, there's the maintenance shop. That's how you keep an arch running.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out your tram cars up the steps.
Here's a monument inside of a monument dedicated to the builders of the arch. You can actually see up there they're currently placing that last section in the arch, the viewing middle of the viewing area where we just were. And I guess here it is compared to some of the other national monuments and how tall it is. You can see the Washington Monument there. It's actually taller than the Washington Monument, taller than Old Faithful, Independence Hall, and Mount Rushmore. Said that it's as tall as 2 statues of Liberty, much taller than the White House. Now here's the museum portion of the Gateway Arch. This was redone within the last so many years, because I remember the first time I came here, it had these amazing animatronics. Sadly, they got rid of those. The museum here starts with the founding of St. Louis in 1764. So this would be colonial St. Louis. See Native American artifacts here. Doesn't look like any of these have been removed. So it talks here about how St. Louis became part of the United States because of the Louisiana Purchase. And so they actually had less rights under the U.S. government. It says the women in St. Louis actually lost rights when the U.S. took over. But they call St. Louis the Gateway of the West because it was here that the U.S. began expanding outward. This was kind of the end of the U.S. at one point. Now it was only the middle as wagon trains headed out to the West Coast. And it is the year of planes, trains, and automobiles here on the Carpetbagger channel. We can push this button to learn some fun facts about railroads. So let's see. Okay, there you go. The train moving on the tracks. Let's see some of these facts. Railroads speeded up settlements in the West. In 1869, the first transcontinental railroad was completed. Railroads became more important than steamboats in the 1880s. Oh, throwing some shade over to this steamboat over here. I've noticed you see a lot of references to Thomas Jefferson here in St. Louis. He seems to be one of their favorite presidents, and I guess because he was actually in the forefront of expanding the United States with the making the Louisiana Purchase and then pushing the United States all the way out to the Pacific Ocean. And you can see, again, the Louisiana Purchase, enormous. You think of Louisiana down here. Louisiana Purchase didn't even include all of Louisiana, but it also included all of this area too. And you can see how St. Louis sits right at the edge. So it really is, the Gateway of the West really is not just a catchy phrase, because it was really the last major city in the United States moving this way until things began to expand. The fur trade here, one of those beaver skin hats that was all the rage back then. You got your knives there and your actual traps. Oh, here you have the opportunity to put your hand inside of a beaver trap. Yeah, normally this is not a good idea. Oh, and over here you can actually feel the felt of a beaver hat. They don't give you a whole hat. This is like a metal hat, but it has a little bit of the soft felt there at the top. See the steamboat wheel there. So talk about the riverfront era of St. Louis. You can see the riverfront there. Oh, it's morning. It was just dark a second ago. You just saw it light up and the lights turned off. So I guess this would be like where the arch would be now, kind of where we're at now, where the city meets the river. All these steamboats moving stuff in and out until apparently they were made less important by the railroad. Something I learned today. And this section is dedicated to the arch itself, the creation of the arch. So they wanted to make a monument in St. Louis, a monument for westward expansion, a monument towards growing the rest of the country from the gateway to the west, St. Louis. So they held a competition to create a lasting monument to westward expansion. You see the courthouse there. So this, these are user submitted. Architects would submit these or something they like to build. Just a little tiny building there, some landscaping. So these are all different concepts. Some of these, that's pretty cool, like a little tower. That's fun. Some of these aren't as inspired as the arch. But look at that. Look at that. That pops. That pops there. It's really, when you see the other members of the competition, there really was no competition at all. This was it. Yeah, the winner of the competition, an architect by the name of Eero Saarinen, and not only is the Gateway Arch, not only can he claim that, but he also invented the tulip chair. So this is the actual model of the Gateway Arch that was shown off in preparation. So this model predates the actual arch itself. You can see a little different. It has like one little building there. And I'm sure it has changed over the years. I think the entrance system was changed even since I've started coming here. Yeah, you can see St. Louis in the background, the courthouse there, and then the arch right here on the banks of the Mississippi. And here's the elevator system. Now, the guide was kind enough to give me a peek through the window to kind of be able to see the different cars there. So I guess you turn the wheel here to activate the cars. Okay. So yeah, you can see how that system works and how they head up to the top. And I believe it is now time to exit through the gift shop. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm constantly being tempted to buy these building blocks. I just have a feeling that once I get them, I'm never going to actually put them together. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Construct your own arch with the old courthouse there. And you can get a miniature arch here made out of the actual cable from the cable cars. You also get this wood panel arch to put together. Some fun Gateway Arch shirts. You have the whole little city of St. Louis there in your hand. This photo arch is fun. This would be a great place. You get a photo here at the arch and then put it here in this frame with all the buildings around it. And look at this. Got the press penny machine. I actually was here last year in the year of the press penny, but this machine was broken, so I never got my press pennies here. So I'm back to claim my pennies. Got the arch. Look at that. I got the actual tram, like the inside of the tram. The wagon. You got Thomas Jefferson, the buffalo, a a riverboat, and a ranger hat. Yes, let's get these cranked out. And look at those shiny pennies. Great addition to the collection. And as we exit, you can just see how big the arch really is. Yeah, we were just up there. So the tour guide did say that this is the smallest national park. I said it was one of the smallest, but apparently it is the smallest national park, because you can pretty much see the entire park just from twirling in position. Now, it only was made a national park in 2018, I believe he said. So first time I came here was 2014. It's actually one of the earliest videos on this channel. I did a big grand road trip out west to see stuff I hadn't seen before. Some of it I didn't even film. I was still in between doing blogs and videos, had not fully committed to videos yet, but I did make a video of my experience at the St. Louis Arch. So it was not a national park the first time I visited, and I do think I remember they were doing construction on it then. So yeah, I think a lot has changed here about the Arch in the last, oh my gosh, it was 10 years, 11 years ago. Jeez. Yeah, down here by the river, said they weren't doing any riverboat cruises today, but I really wanted to go on a helicopter tour. I've never been on a helicopter tour, and I figured, why not? It's probably a gorgeous view, although again, I don't see the helicopter down there. So I'm gonna go take a peek. I'm guessing they're not open today. Their website basically just said to stop by and schedule trips on the spot. So I'm just gonna wander down there and see what it says. Yeah, I remember I was down here before and the river had come almost covering the parking lot here. But here's the helicopter pad. Again, no helicopter. It looks quiet down here, but let's just see. We'll at least check for next time. Okay, just says closed. Does not say when it's open. Closed. Back there it says open 7 days a week. Weather permitting. The weather's nice. March to November. Okay, so it is March, but it is early March, so maybe they have not quite yet opened for the season. So I'll come back some other time. Yeah, I've never been on a helicopter. I'm actually kind of terrified of the thought of being on a helicopter, but I figured this would just have some amazing views, be able to see the arch right there from a helicopter. So it does look like maybe they have it open. It says they run March to November, so maybe they, doesn't say when in March. It is March, but it's early March. It's only the first couple days of March. So I'm probably not gonna be able to get to ride this during Trans World, because Trans World occurs too early in the season. But we'll definitely, next time I'm in St. Louis and the weather is looking decent, I would maybe head over here and see if I can get a helicopter ride. If anyone knows of any other helicopter rides that are worth doing, I'm very interested in riding a helicopter all of a sudden. You know, with the year of planes, trains, and automobiles, I've really thought about different transportation modes and things I'd like to try, and I've never been on a helicopter. So I don't know, maybe I'll look at home in the Smoky Mountains to see if anything's available, or if if there's any excellent helicopter rides you guys know of, leave a comment in the comment section. And over here we have a statue of Lewis and Clark and their dog as they returned from their epic journey across the United States. They returned here to St. Louis. And which one is Lewis and which one is Clark? Now, apparently their dog's name is Seaman, And let's see here. Which one's Lewis, which one's Clark? I'm really having a hard time determining which one is Lewis and which one's Clark. There's Meriwether Lewis. And if I had to guess, I'm going to say that's Lewis. That's Clark. Of course, we established this is Seaman. So Clark, Lewis, Seaman. Am I right or wrong? Leave a comment in the comment section. So thank you for coming along with me today. It's been quite a weekend here in St. Louis. Had an amazing time. Got here by plane, hit the ground running. Went over to the Darkness, went over to the City Museum on the same night. Next day, all day on the Trans World floor. The day after that, got up early, went to Mardi Gras, then went and did Trans World for the rest of the day. Yesterday we did Trans World and ended up at the Missouri State History Museum. So I've been running pretty hard, and I'll admit something to you guys, sometimes it does catch up with me. So today may be a little bit of a shorter video because I'm just feeling a little bit like I need rest. So I thought about taking the train out, doing some other things. I think sometimes it's important to recognize your limits, recognize what your body is trying to tell you. And right now, my body is telling me, go back to the hotel, go take a nap, go take a rest. I've gotten 8 hours of sleep a night. I try, it's important to me, getting that 8 hours, but I've not really had any downtime since we've got here to St. Louis. So as much as it pains me to say, I'm gonna clock in early tonight and get a little bit of rest. I got my plane tomorrow. We're gonna be flying back to home, and then from there I'm gonna be headed down to Florida to check out a few things, and then we're gonna be doing another massive train trip that I hope you guys do enjoy. If you like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more. Get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also, enamel pins, press pennies, motel key fobs in the Etsy shop. All of that helps keep this train on the track, this boat in that water, and this arch high in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.